Evan, how you doing? Welcome to the show.
Hey, doing well, thanks. Yeah.
No worries, man. No worries. So that was an awkward start. Let's start it
Yeah,
over.
sorry, let's do it again. Thank you.
Evan, how you doing? Welcome to the show.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Look, you guys just launched your mainnet, and I want to know a couple of things. I have questions for you. First of all, what is O1 Labs? Two, what is Mina? And three, what is the mainnet?
Yes. So O of One Labs is the company that I co-founded and I'm the CEO of. We've been incubating and like building Mina protocol for the last almost 4 years now. It's been a while. Um, we're a team of about 30 people, engineers, cryptographers, community folks. Been building the protocol, and the protocol is Mina. So Mina is a cryptocurrency with a lightweight blockchain. It is a sync blockchain that can be verified basically anywhere. It's only of 22 kilobytes, so it's very, very small. And it also supports basically like a good way to have developers access to zero knowledge proofs for building applications which can support privacy. So we aim that between this very lightweight blockchain and having features around privacy and bringing real world data onto the chain privately, we can build something that both can connect cryptocurrency to the real world in like a meaningful way and empower users.
Excellent. Excellent. So before we got onto this call, you told me what O1 meant. You said it was some nerdy like cryptography thing. Can you explain it to everybody?
Yeah, for sure. It refers to like the like algorithmic complexity of an algorithm. So like let's say you have a list and it's like n elements long, you would have O of n being like the complexity to look at all the elements of that list. So we're O of One Labs. So we build things that are O of one, like Mina blockchain. And it refers to that Mina is always like O of one constant to verify, no matter how big it gets. So no matter how many transactions you throw at it, no matter how high throughput it's doing, no matter how old it is, it's always the same size to verify.
And like I said, that is some nerd shit. I don't know anything what you just said. If somebody does understand what this guy said, please email me, matthewaaron@decrypt.co. Come on the show. We can talk about this. You can break this down a little bit more. But look, Bitcoin blockchain is around 320 gigabytes, I think, or something like that. Look, it's storing a lot of data. It's storing a lot of transactional data information. You know, it's a huge ledger. How do you guys take like that down to 24 kilobytes? I know it's not Bitcoin you're talking about, but if you do have the transactions and the data and all that stuff, it should be getting pretty big. I mean, am I wrong with this?
So like sort of, yeah. So
Okay, cool.
yeah, yeah. When you want to use Bitcoin, when you want to say what is the balance in my account, what is the balance in someone else's account, you need a way to verify that you're looking at the real state of Bitcoin. And the way that you do that is you download the Bitcoin blockchain. And downloading the Bitcoin blockchain is really just downloading all the transactions that ever happened. That's what you need to like know that you're looking at the real valid state of Bitcoin.
Mhm.
What we do in Mina is different. Instead, you download a zero knowledge proof that says all the transactions, all the consensus transactions since Genesis are all valid, and you can just trust the Merkle root of the current state because you have a proof of it, and the proof is equivalent computationally to if you downloaded everything and checked it, but the proof's only 22 kilobytes.
Okay, so what is a Merkle root? And is that like just like the hash of the whole blockchain altogether?
Effectively, it's like the hash of the current state of the ledger.
Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. So basically, if you have that, you're just basically assuming that everything is true because that it contains all the data from all the transactions right there.
Exactly, yeah. And usually to build that proof, you have to download all this data and run all this computation. With Mina, you just look at a zero knowledge proof that just is really small and just tells you that it's correct.
That makes sense. Okay, so wait, we're talking about the mainnet launch. What is the mainnet, and how does this, I guess, go into everything that we just spoke about?
Yeah, so like I said, we've been working on this for like 4 years, but now it is finally we like our it's released. We did it. It's a very like a fully decentralized network. We have like a very large community that's like running all of the block producers, which are much easier to run because these nodes are so light to run full nodes on Mina. And yeah, I mean it's just like a very like exciting moment for us and for the community, and we're really excited also for what comes next. Like we really want to help bring this technology to the space and help make it better, which is like what we've been aiming to do and what we finally now can do now that it's released.
Excellent. Give me some facts here, man. How, like, is this proof of work, proof of stake?
Proof of stake.
How many nodes?
Currently, I want to say around, well, we have 700, we call Genesis founding members, so at least 700.
Okay, so how much like Ethereum, you need to have X amount of Ethereum to be, in the proof of stake protocol, be staking. How many Mina do you need to do that? Or you don't even, it's not like a
There,
requirement.
there's no requirement. Anyone can show up with any amount of Mina and they can start staking.
Excellent. Where are your loads currently located?
They're extremely global. I think in the community generally, I think we have something crazy like 120 countries represented. I don't know the exact number of like nodes under that, but like it's like something close. It's like, high tens to like low hundreds of countries. It's crazy.
And what's the throughput?
The throughput's like we've been focusing on putting the lightweight blockchain out and like the Snark developer tooling. Like throughput has not been optimized yet. Throughput's pretty low.
Okay, so but are we talking like around 15 per second like Bitcoin? Or was it 15 for Bitcoin? No, that's Ethereum. 7 for Bitcoin or what?
So currently on the network, it's set to 0.2, but we're going to be able to like, slowly optimize that as time goes on. It's what's really interesting is that usually cranking up the throughput puts you in the situation where like you're adding more transactions to the blockchain and, lowering the decentralization because everyone has to download all those. With Mina, it's more of an engineering problem because
And
we
this
can
would
crank it up and yeah,
and this would be listed under Mina token or Mina, correct?
it's Mina, yeah.
Excellent. What exchanges are you on?
We just launched, so it's it's just launched. We
Oh,
did
so
announce a partnership with CoinList for an upcoming token sale, but like we're pre anything
so
beyond that.
this is like the ground. We're at the bottom, and it's only up from here. So my question is, when moon?
I wouldn't have an answer to that. I will say that like we are extremely excited for all the things that we want to build with this thing. Like let's like ignore like token and all that. Like we think there's so much potential and we're excited to go build it.
Okay, so then final question, serious question. What do you think the potential is for something like Mina? Look, there's a lot of like platforms out there or protocols, floating around. Everybody wants to make their own mainnet, make their own blockchain. Why Mina and what's the future of Mina? And okay, and the third question part of that is how are you going to take market share from people that have already got it?
Like what I was excited about the space originally and what I love about it is like this idea of crypto for end users, for people like actually making their lives better. And I think there's like crypto is like tending towards a world right now where like like I want crypto to be a space where like people can get access to this technology in a decentralized way, in like a way that's like fully like user empowering. And I see Mina as like being like kind of the thing that fills in that gap that lets people access cryptocurrency, both Mina and the ecosystem generally, through its small, easy accessible zero knowledge proofs.
Dope. Is there a cap on how many Minas will be mined or staked or produced or come out of thin air? What's the cap?
There's a we have a blog post on like our token economics, but like basically in summary, like there's a billion initially, and there is a initially like 12% inflation that goes down to like 7, and then we're gonna like see where we're at. Then this will be 4 years from now for the community to decide.
One of the things that make Bitcoin so appealing to a lot of people and Litecoin and other things is that they have a cap. Even BNB, they have a cap. They're not going to make more after this. Ethereum, everybody's like, you could always make a little more Ethereum, and apparently a Mina, you could probably make a little more Mina. Is that even important to you? Like that you have the tokenomics, that you have like say a deflationary cryptocurrency, or you just are making Mina when Mina is needed?
Like I think because it's proof of stake and anyone can get access to staking really easily. That's like the whole point is like everyone can get access to like this increased inflation. It's an incentive for everyone to stake and to like be part of the network. To me, it's like less important. What's important is that the incentives are right for everyone to participate in the network and that people are like kind of fairly, they get fair they're fairly incentivized to do that and they get tokens for it.
Wonderful. Evan Shapiro, co-founder and CEO of O1 Labs. Thank you very much for coming on the show and talking to us about Mina Token, and congratulations on your mainnet launch.
Thank you.